Okay, welcome back, everybody, to the start of Book 2 of Strange Aeons. Paul, do you remember what happened last session?
Not at all. Yes.
Oh man, lay it on us.
All right. So we had killed the body of Xandalas, and up out of him, as we were beginning, rose the bandaged man with all the entrails, and now we had to deal with him and his couple of guys who were still left there on the bed, spewing the fog. Oh, one eye, and so we got involved with that. But fortunately, our main fighters kind of got back into the action, and Bighorn came back. But a little twist was that the Xandalast, or the bandage guy, kind of disappeared, went back toward the wall, and kind of poof, disappeared. But as we were continuing to fight with the other guys, he reappeared behind some people and did some attacking, and we were able to see him. And he was darting back and forth between a couple of the areas where the beds were and where he had originally been seen. And at some point, he was able to kind of bring to his side Lefay and Admani, and so they started to attack the rest of the party. And then in the meantime, we killed off the rest of the guys who were spewing the fog, and with a fortunate fairy fire, light him up so he was no longer invisible. And so basically he ended up head to head with our two main fighters, with people shooting him from behind. And eventually we were able to survive the two party members attacking us and kill him off. So we were able to regroup in that room. And then I think we went back to the main area of the place as the fog dissipated both inside and outside the building. And so we're planning to get the heck out of there while we did some leveling and kind of got everybody together and figured out that there were some boats that we could take. And so with some shuttling of people back and forth, we were able to get all the people who are in the asylum over here to Flan Pier. And we had landed here and encountered some guards, and we're trying to explain to them where we all came from.
Indeed, although I think you just saw the guards approaching. I don't think anybody's talked to them yet, if I remember correctly. And I did listen to the end of last week's session to make sure that I was clear as to what I said at the end, because that's important. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to retcon anything. So yes, you all see a few armored clad and well-armed city guard, you presume, walking at least in your direction from the west side of the pier. It's like they came around the corner, and you see that Winter looks over at her own guard captain here and is preparing herself. She's kind of like standing up straighter. But as the group begins to get close to you, you see that they just take a hard left between two buildings just to the north of you and go up through a small alleyway. Above you, the clouds are starting to get dark and thick, and you hear thunder starting to roar in the distance. But even over that, you can hear the commotion of something just up ahead, and I will share a map with you. Hopefully everybody can see the damn map this time. Let me know if you can't. I've gone back to the dungeon draft maps. They should be quite a bit smaller, so you should be able to see everything.
So there's nobody else in the street?
Alright, you guys got the map up?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yep.
so yeah, I see someone is trying to move, so that's a good sign. Nope, there are people in the streets. There's quite a few people actually, though they seem to be moving towards the north, and you see that a crowd is starting to gather in front of a building just to the northeast of you. We'll unlock your tokens.
I'm gonna ask Winter if she knows somebody authority that we can hand the patients over to?
I'm gonna go towards the commotion.
Okay. She says, well, I was hoping to talk to the city watch, but they seem to be preoccupied. And she looks over to the north as... Can you guys see all of these over here? They're over here.
It's all dark for me.
It's all dark for you. It shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, I have like 3 or 4 piers, and then it's all dark north of it.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, you just gotta move.
Yeah, just move your token.
The shadow from behind the wall is
Yeah.
really hardcore.
Yep, you gotta step out from behind the building to be able to see anything.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Winter that we'll go find out what's going on and keep control of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow right behind Big One.
Yeah, Winter comes along too. As you guys start to get closer, you can see that there's quite the mob of people, and there seems to be a man. He's kind of pinned up against the wall of this large stone structure. Well, not large, but medium-sized stone structure with a couple very well-made oak doors. And you hear somebody shouting out from the crowd, "He's the only artist in town, and that vandalism didn't start till he showed up. And now the priestess is gone." You hear someone else yell out, "Probably in league with that witch. Obviously." Somebody else yells out, "I doubt it. He's working this all by himself. Damn vandal. Should hang him where he stands." And then a bunch of people just start also egging on the nonsense that's going on. All the guards that came around, they are posted up right over here, just outside. They don't seem to be intervening at all. They're just kind of standing around with their arms folded over their chests, watching the crowd. And as you guys start to walk forward, you feel a little drop of rain hitting you, and then it begins to quicken, and then before you know it, it is just a downpour as if out of nowhere. But the crowd, some of the crowd members react to the sudden torrential downpour, but most of them are still shouting out obscenities and such towards this man, and none of them seem to be leaving the area.
Well, I heard them say witch. Can I roll survival to see if this seems like a natural storm?
Sure. Got weather knowledge?
No, just survival.
Yeah, it feels natural. feels like real rain. You saw the clouds rolling in.
Let's find an inn. Get out of this damn rain.
Maybe we should let Winter know that the guards are just around the corner.
Oh, Winter's like right next to you guys. She can
Okay.
she can clearly see everything that's going on, and she's just kind of, she's got her hood up over her head now, trying to keep the rain off of her face.
Yes, a tavern sounds good.
Do you know one here in Winter? Winter, you know one here in town?
As
And
well,
then,
the tavern is right there, and she points to the building next to you. She says, but they're not going to have rooms. Likely for a room, you're going to need to go to the Silver Wagon, just up the way here.
okay.
Well, it doesn't seem like the town people are too welcoming to outsiders right now. Let's go around the other way and go up north.
Or just go into the tavern. I could use a drink.
Yeah, I'll go to the tavern.
Yes, I'm quite parched myself. Anything
Alright.
to get away from that.
Tyrion, as you get to this point, you see one of the individuals right here. He picks up a rock and just chucks it right at the guy up against the doors, and it blasts him upside his head.
Don't look like they like him very much.
And the guards still continue to just stand there watching with their arms folded over their chests. And he is definitely shouting something, but whatever it is drowned out. You see a couple more people picking up rocks. He immediately takes the hint and dives in through the double doors behind him, and they just start launching rocks at the doorway.
Let's get in the tavern.
I
Bet you the tavern people know.
What was that, Melanketh?
I just said I'd hate to be that guy.
All right. You guys don't have to move around. So you go into the tavern. Didn't have it pulled up. Give me 1 second. All right. Tavern is quite small. It just has a couple tables and a small, which you assume is probably a halfling, though she's rather plump. And as you all come into the room, there's only a couple other individuals in here. Looks like a couple gritty sailors. And she kind of, there you go. She definitely, she wide eyes as she looks over at you, Bighorn. You have to kind of duck in and turn your head to the side a little bit to get the one horn through the doorway. And she just kind of looks at all of you. Winter says, I'm going to go talk to those guards out front and see if we can figure out something for the rest of the group here. Everybody's not going to fit in this room. She hoods up and steps outside again.
Who all is with us? Is it just the group, or
Yeah.
is it Winter and some survivors?
Winter and some survivors are with you as well.
How many other survivors?
There was about 12, give or take. Got a couple guards.
Oh, God damn, that's
So
a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
You guys got quite the fucking entourage with you.
Wait, they're all following it? Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were being followed. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was just like winter scouting and they're all chilling on the docks. Ah, crap.
These fucking mooks need somewhere to go, so we should probably help Winter establish
Yeah.
some place for all of us to go. I don't know what's wrong with my voice, but it is what it is today.
Yes, let's go
You see,
help.
the woman is coming out from behind the bar. She says, "Can I help all of you? You interested in a drink, are you?"
And then we all leave.
And then you all leave.
I leave a couple of pieces of gold for her.
Whoa.
For the
Okay.
inconvenience.
She just grabs one and bites it, and then smiles and walks back. Come back anytime, big man. All right.
So yeah, let's go help Winter and get these people settled somewhere, cause yeah.
That sounded a little flirtatious from the bartender.
As you step outside, you see that Winter is already conversing with 4 of the guards, or the 4 guards that were over here. A lot of the crowd has dispersed. There's still a couple people standing out in front of the building, cursing, yelling shit like, "Get out here, you loser! You vandal!"
While Winter's talking to the guards, I'm gonna sidle up to one of the townsfolk and ask them what that deal is. Excuse me there. What's the deal with that loser? I'm new here.
He just looks at you as soon as you say you're new here and takes a step back. Says, "New here, huh? You in league with that vagrant?
I don't think so.
Why don't you just stay the hell
don't
away from me
recognize
there, new guy?"
I'll look him up and down, just say, all right.
He turns his
And
back
walk
and he walks away, trying to cover his head. You see the other 2 people also, they finally get tired of standing in the rain, and they also vacate.
I'm kind of babysitting all the survivors as best I can, trying to keep them corralled.
Alright. Did anybody say they were over by Winter? No? Great.
I walked back over to her after that weird incident with that commoner.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to get just an earshot so I can hear what she's talking to the guards about.
Alright, she just seems to be mentioning that some of her, she's a priest of Kellumbor, you catch, and the guards just kind of seem to be standing there. They still have their arms folded over their chest, and they're not really talking as much as just listening, and you can't really catch their facial expressions either because of the darkness. But she continues on and seems to be suggesting that all of the group that is with her are basically loyal followers of Kellumbor and need somewhere to stay. And the guards kind of look at each other and start speaking amongst themselves, which none of you can hear through the downpour. About this time, you roll up on him, Malinketh. Winter's got, she's got her hand over her head trying to like visor the rain out of her eyes. And even from this close, it's really hard to hear what they're saying. And one of them looks over and he says, well, I guess you're in luck. We don't really have a lot of guards on duty in the area today. We could shore up your group for the night, but in the morrow, you're going to need to leave, head out to the graveyard and post them up there. We just don't have the room for anyone at the moment.
Well, there's worse places to sleep, I guess.
Indeed, you could be sleeping in the market. Well, I'm going to get my ass out of the rain. I suggest you all do the same.
I'll look over to Winter and say to the, wait, did they just offer to house us in the barracks?
She
Is
did.
that what they did?
That's what they did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we follow them then?
She
Winter?
says, if you wouldn't mind taking everyone over there, I need to head to the Veloon Gardens and make sure everything is ready. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with everyone, but
What?
I'll be back in the morning.
What is the Veloon Gardens? Is that the cemetery?
It is. It is also where our main church is. Hopefully there's someone there that I can talk to.
Well, Bighorn and I will, I guess, take him to the barracks then. I'll, shake off the rain from my cloak and then walk over to Bighorn.
Is it a day or night?
It's dayish, but it's dark. Probably midday or so.
Hey, Bighorn.
Yes.
Winter seems to... She was able to establish a place for all of us to stay, survivors and all. We gotta head to the barracks. The guards' barracks.
Okay. I guess we'll just start shuttling all the survivors over there and get them drying out of the rain.
All right. We lift the veil a little bit here. So this is what was formerly known as Civilized Flan, or the docks, really. And so the barracks be over here. Your group heads over there. There's one guard waiting for you at the door, like one of the four that was initially standing over here talking to Winter. He doesn't so much as say a word, he just pushes the door open for your group to go in. Says, I appreciate it, you all take your boots off. Try not to track too much mud in here, lest you want to be cleaning it in the morning.
Do my best to get as much mud off of my hooves as possible.
They just start smashing them under the ground. Hard-packed earth, and luckily it hasn't been raining too long, so it's just starting to get like a little moist on the ground. But if this rain continues at this pace, it's going to get real muddy real quick. And the whole area is basically like scrub grass. There's only a couple trees. The cobblestones, there's only the one main street that goes up towards a large gate on the north side, and even most of those cobblestones are broken apart. There's weeds growing up through them.
Is this like a lockable building?
It looks like it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold back from my party because I feel this is a trap.
Okay. Anyone else not going inside?
I'll go inside.
I'll go inside.
I want to try and sneak away and go visit that elf.
Okay.
And hide in shadows and everything to
Yeah, sure. Throw them rolls up in the tower, if you wouldn't mind. It's rather dark, so slipping away unnoticed is not difficult. Everybody really only has about 15 to 20 feet of, like, solid vision. Alright. Step out into the shadows. It's the darkness. You go sloshing off. Alright, so the rest of you still hanging out inside of the barracks, or is anybody else doing anything outside the barracks?
I was gonna stay in the pub I'm in. Or
You're gonna hang out over at the Laughing Goblin?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm going back there
Alright.
for a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that the survivors were taken care of.
Yeah,
Alright.
same. I'll go back to the Laughing Goblin with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys take off the rain, get all these people parked into some cots, and then head back into the rain. As soon as you come back in, the halfling woman steps up again. She says, oh, it's all you again. You come in to leave again, or are you gonna have a drink?
We're here to drink.
Outstanding. Alright, she just starts grabbing some mugs, walks over to the large casks at the north side of the building, begins filling them up.
I hope that's Mountain Dew and whiskey.
I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds disgusting. And we don't have any whiskey. All we have is some watered down ale, unfortunately. And she just starts setting the tankards down on the tables. Sit yourself wherever you like.
This hooch looks delicious.
All your drinks have been paid for the evening, so enjoy.
Who has paid for our
Do you
drinks?
have any food?
Well, I wasn't expecting anyone today, but I could go fire up the oven and get something going. I got some cod left over from a couple nights ago.
Yummy.
That is very generous, but who paid for our drinks?
She just,
Bighorn left her 2 gold pieces.
I reckon that would buy you enough for a 10-day, unless the Bighorn here can. Is that what you call yourself? The Bighorn?
Just Bighorn.
Is it because of the one on your head, or is there another reason?
Crickets. Crickets.
Alright, she
No, it's because it's push to talk. Yeah, I was laughing.
she just smiles at her own joke and like, I didn't know a cow man could blush. I'll tell you what, I'll go get that cod fired up, and thanks again for the coins.
Well, that was just for me for one full tankard.
Alright, she just smirks at you and heads out the door.
I go and grab one of the tankards and start drinking from it directly.
Oh, these are, yeah, you mean the casks? They're huge. Like, each one probably weighs in the neighborhood of 700 pounds.
Okay, then I plant myself under one,
Okay.
bender style, and just start guzzling.
Alright. She's not in the room to stop you, and you only have your group here.
No wheezing the juice.
Wheezing the juice!
Alright, so heading over to, what's his face? What is your name now? Tyrion? Right?
yeah.
Too many games, too many characters right now. Trying to get my shit together. Alright, Tyrion. You head over to the stone structure. And there is a religious symbol on the wall right next to the doors. It looks like some sort of scale. You have religion?
No. Nope.
You don't have religion. And you are an elf? You are an elf. You are not familiar with this holy symbol.
I'll go up there and
You open what?
I was gonna go up there and knock on the door and kind of whisper, "This is I'm a fellow elf. What's going on?"
Says, you'll not get me with that. These doors are staying locked. Damn ruffians.
Is there like a peek hole or anything?
No. Big ass solid oak doors. A bunch of rocks on the ground in front of it.
I'll speak to him in elf.
Alright, he responds back in Elven, says, not gonna get me. That horrible dialect.
Hey, I'm from the woods. Don't call me horrible. I was just checking up, see what's going on over here. They seem pretty cruel to you.
Yeah, this damn city watch do nothing except watch. I didn't know they were so literal.
Well, why don't you let me in? So maybe we can help you out or something. Don't you got a peephole in these doors or something?
Why don't you go ahead and make a charisma check?
Now that.
Not a chance! Stay out there in the rain!
You know, eventually they're going to get you, so, well, good luck.
No response.
I'm going to head over to the tavern.
Alright. Alright, you come into the tavern. You see that Bighorn has laid down on the floor underneath one of the casks and is just drinking straight from it.
Face palm.
The rest of the group is just huddled around tables and yeah, enlighten me, what's going on up in here?
I'm sparking up a conversation.
We're playing Magic the Gathering.
No, there's no such thing. You lose 10,000 experience.
Playing two-card Monty.
I'll get up after I've drank for a good little bit and go join the rest of the group.
Alright, why don't you make a saving throw versus poison as you stand up. Since you've been
Alcohol poisoning.
been drinking like a madman.
I'm a Minotaur, and she
Like-
said it's watered down ale. I needed a lot to even get a buzz.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Poison?
He has a
Yep.
point.
You know, stand up, all that beer is gonna hit you, or all that ale. And you're fine. Just stand up, no big deal. Definitely some watered down shit. Figure you probably drank a good like 5 tankards full.
Yeah.
I expected a 15-second belch.
As all the air rushes up.
I'm brooding over my tankard. And then I'll say, so, what do you all think about this situation we're in? I'll pull my hood down and kind of look at everybody, revealing my fucked up ears and fucked up face.
So has anybody talked to our host to find out what the hell's going on in this place?
Host? What host?
That little halfling that was running around.
Oh, no, she left to get us some cod for dinner, it seems. I'd like to ask her some questions when she gets back. Learn more about this flan. I thought that was a dessert, not a city. If you could call this a city. I spit on the ground.
I just sit quietly observing everyone.
Well, clearly we were connected some way before we ended up at that place.
Yes.
We were used and sold to that place and to one of the doctors, if I remember correctly.
And I'll tell you what, I want to take my knife to that doctor's throat.
I mean, didn't we already do that?
No, isn't he still alive? And
Yes,
don't we need to get his book? His book has the answers.
Was it the
Yeah, there was
I have his book.
there was a count that put us here.
that
in
Laos?
Count Lowell's, yeah. Somehow we were connected to him. We need to figure, new patients, former associates of his.
I'd like to punch him in the fucking
Group
jowls
amnesia.
with my face. Knee, sword.
Well, for all we know, we signed a contract and agreed to things. We don't know.
Yeah, we could have signed a blood contract.
Who knows if we were even
Or
in
a
our right
monetary
minds?
one. This is
I
true.
I don't remember that shit. I feel
Neither
like
do
we
I.
were taken advantage of.
Molested.
I don't think this is what they expected to happen.
Maybe in some way, but
We were not supposed to survive.
I'm just sitting in the back looking at it.
We need to find this count and put him
At 0?
to death.
Well, let's get answers before
That's harsh.
About this time, the door opens up, and in walks the halfling. She's got a massive tin tray with a bunch of cod on it. And it looks like she's even got some bread. She walks over and sets it down at the table in front of all of you. She says, "So, where'd you all come from? Quite the lot of you. And I ain't heard tell of no travelers coming into the docks in quite some time. Not with that crazy fog that's been going on over at so-called Keep Island."
That's where we come from.
You came from the island.
Yep.
She takes a half step back.
More like we survived the island.
Yes, escaped mental patients.
We stopped the fog.
This is true. We stopped the fog and escaped.
You're all patients then?
No.
No, we were held
Victims.
captive against our wills. Not patients.
Do you know of a Count
Louds.
Laos?
Oh, well, of course. He's the treasurer. And a de facto, I guess, mayor, if you will. We don't really have any true leadership here. And my understanding, Lord Horribert has been on leave in Melvaunt or some such. So he's been taking care of things, though he's been gone for some time. How do you know of him, but seem to not know your way around here?
Where is he located?
Well, that's a good question. Nobody knows. Been gone at least a fortnight.
Does he have an estate here or something?
Well, of course. Typically, you could find him at the old castle. If he's not there, he could be at Fort Hellcourt up in the hills. Hard to say, but from my understanding, that place has been shut down tighter than a virgin's hoo-ha.
So what was all the town people calling out about some witch or something?
Just craziness that's been going on around town lately. We've had disappearances of lots of people, not just the Count. Not to mention the vandalisms on the various buildings. And people are just sick of it, really.
What do you mean by vandalism?
Strange markings and such on people's houses and establishments. Not something you can wash off either. Like they're scorching it right into the wood itself. It's hard to say. Needless to say, the homeowners association of Flan is none too happy.
Did we see any of those on the buildings walking around?
No, you guys have only seen a couple buildings, and it's really hard to see very far with the rain.
Ah, fair enough.
How long has the vandalism been going on?
Seemed to start right when that elf showed up, and then the About a couple days after he showed up, the priestess of Tyr went missing, so... Yeah, he's
Who
not...
is that elf?
Oh, that elf. Rubs her chin for a moment. I believe his name is Hasok. I think, if I remember correctly.
What's Hasok's story?
Well, he answered a call to assist in some bookkeeping at the temple. The priestess has been running everything here for a while now, so she needed assistance. I believe he came from Melvont, if I remember correctly. At any rate, he showed up, vandalism started, a few days later, priestess went missing, and now people want answers. Bad timing for him, I would say. Not likely he had anything to do with it, but, you know, people want answers. She grabs up a piece of cod off the tin, says, "So, what's all your stories? I mean, I got Bighorn over here. He's got a name. What about the lot of you? You got names, or just do you not remember because you'd be crazy from the island?"
I stay quiet.
She kind of snickers
Well,
to herself.
These humans are driving me crazy, but the name's Tyrion.
Fucking push to talk. Just talking for like a minute. Damn it, what did I say?
If you show your face, I can tell you're talking.
I'll pull down, or my hood's already down, so I'll just look at her with crazy eyes and say, "My name is Malin Keth." And then I'll just lick my teeth after chomping on some of that cod.
She kind of side-eyes you a little bit and says, "Well met, Malin Keth, I suppose. My name's Madame Friona. And I now run this laughing goblin."
Is it lapping or laughing?
Laughing, like ha 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 ha.
Well met.
Indeed.
Madam Fiona. Like I'm Lete. Like the Fae, you know, Lete.
Well met, Lethe. And she walks over with a tankard and fills herself a glass.
And this is the group from the island. I don't really have a name for us. Motley Crew, I guess.
Kidnappies.
Saviors of sanity.
We didn't say whose.
I don't think we have to.
Play on words.
SOS. Well, Fiona, it is wonderful. This card you're serving.
It actually tastes really bad.
I kind of look over and like, what the hell are you talking about?
Compared to what we've been eating elsewhere,
Fair
I think
enough,
we'd have
yeah.
moldy bread.
Yeah, the bread is stale as all get out, and the fish, you can tell, has not been properly stored.
Refrigerated.
Yeah. I'm trying not to say refrigerated because that wouldn't make any sense.
Bighorn just eats like a huge portion of the fish and bread. I don't think he ate the entire time on the island.
Isn't there grass outside?
So,
Gravy?
Madam Fiona.
Yes.
What
How can I
happened
help
to
you, dear?
Flan?
What do you mean, what happened to Flan? What kind of question is that?
Seems
What
like it's dead here.
What didn't happen to Flan? Two
Oh,
dragons,
well,
a demon, a Dracolich, and oh my goodness, several witches, some
Dwarven Ranger.
crazy fae
So,
folk.
what-
I mean, the
Alright,
list goes on.
Regarding this witch that people speak of, where can we find out more information on the rumor?
Ah, yes. A while back, there was a witch or some such. Stole a few babies, from what I understand, but nothing incredibly unpleasant. She was dealt with, from what I understand, though. A group went out, found her grotto, and killed her.
You ever have babies, Locke?
I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't know.
I smirk.
The other white meat.
It's so weird because I know our character. I know everything he's talking about, but I'm trying not to respond to it. So, what's the details on the rumor currently? Is there still a witch or a new witch?
Well, that's the theory, that the old witch has risen up and is starting a bunch of shenanigans. Though, I mean, it's hard to say. I don't really go into the city proper very much myself, so I don't get too many of the rumors these days. And with Flan being in the state that it is, there's really not much need for people to stop by the Laughing Goblin as much.
Sounds like this place has been cursed.
You know,
Killing a witch. I don't know. Her covenant could have got pissed and come back.
it's possible. Sorry, I don't have more information for you. If you're really looking for information, you may search out the Welcomers. They tend to have a good grasp on what's going on in the city.
Where are they?
Oh, that's a good question. They haven't...
Not too welcoming.
Well, I know a couple of them are holed up in a building called the Sleepless Building, just in the city proper. Good luck getting in there, though. The rest of them tend to dwell underneath the city. But ever since Lord Horrorbear left, one of the first things the Baron did was seal off Kuto's well, so no one goes in or out of there.
Wait, there's a whole undercity?
Well, of course. Do none of you know of Flan? And yet, you seem to know of Count Laus. This is quite peculiar. He walks back over and fills up another tankard.
Well, we find ourselves in peculiar ways.
A little bit of short-term memory loss.
Correct. Pretty much, we all woke up together.
Oh, that sounds fun.
This date. And
In separate cells.
Oh, well, that's not as fun.
And through our how do you say? Fuck, I don't have a good word.
Matter of fact, seemed like there might have been a witch there with us.
Basically, we found out that it was Lau that sent us there.
Oh, well, that seems unfortunate. I don't know why he would do that, though. His main concern is just making sure the mercenaries get paid and the taxes are distributed correctly.
That must be only half of what you know about him. We found evidence that he had hired us for something.
Far
And
be it
then,
from me to get in the affairs of the Count.
Fair
Do you
enough.
think they call him a Count because he has some sort of status or because he's a treasurer?
Because
Yes.
he's a vampire.
Quite the conundrum.
Does the Count have an estate here in Flan?
If he does, it would be in the Manor District. Good luck getting over there, however. They got that shit locked down tighter than a virgin's hoo-ha.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit more about the districts of Flan? I'm a
Sure.
little hazy.
Why
Thank
not? There's a couple
Yes.
districts. You have the docks here, which were formerly known as civilized land back in the earlier times of troubles. Beyond the gates, you have most of the area where the merchants are. Doesn't really have a name, but there you'll find equipment. There's an inn. There's an inn here too, but you know, we can only maybe sleep, I don't know, 3 people or so. Bigger inn up north. Across the way from the bridge, you have the Manor District, which used to be the old Temple District. The old Temple of Bane is still there, though it has been renovated. And then to the far north, you have the graveyard, where the followers of Kellamvor tend to the Gardens of the Dead.
Interesting. And you said that Hassock elf, he worked for a priestess of Tyr? Or am I misunderstanding?
Nope, that is 100% correct.
Why is he hiding out in this district rather than back at the Temple of Tyr?
Well, that is a Temple of Tyr where he is residing.
Oh, my mistake. The rain must have been getting in my eyes when I walked up from the dock.
Yes, well, it's a small temple. See, there used to be a much bigger following of Tyr back when So-Called Keep was on Thorn Island, but after the last, incident here in Flan, everyone saw fit to just do away with the old keep, and they repurposed it to help those that were sick in the mind. The war left a lot of people in a strange state of affairs. Mainly, the first incidents were a small island nearby. We had some patients come in, and it seems a group of adventurers had helped them, and she air quotes. But when they showed up here, they were not right in the head. So some specialists came in from Melvant to assist, and the old hospital, if you will, that used to reside within Zentil Keep was shut down, and they moved it to the island where they could be more solitary, I suppose. It's much harder to get off the island, so they didn't want to call it a prison, but you know, it's a damned prison, what it is. And she spits.
Does Zentarum, they're close?
Yes, well, I wouldn't say they're close, but they're close. Close enough to get their fingers within Flan whenever they feel the need. Fortunately, Melvant and Zentil Keep have been kind of on a hiatus from being at each other's throats thanks to the last war. And they're still recovering. But I imagine, give it a decade or so, those bastards will be fighting over Flan once again.
What does Flan have to offer between the two of them?
Well, we have the most convenient port.
Interesting.
And a rich history. And she just drinks and stares down at her table again.
Well, cheers to you, Madam Fiona. These drinks and cod, I appreciate it. We've been through hell. Haven't we all? And I'll kind of like raise my glass and look at everybody. Crazy eyes. Yellow eyes that are bloodshot.
I sit dead face.
Ease up, Locke.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna be excited to sleep on a mattress tonight. And a real bed. Aren't you all excited to sleep in a real bed?
Yes, those wooden cots were
Yeah.
not comfortable.
I don't need a bed. I can sleep anywhere.
Well, you're a cow.
Fight right now.
You can sleep on the floor and you'll be happy.
I snort. Who the fuck said that? I don't know. Still after all this fucking time.
Still not got the voices
Let's
down.
say. Yeah. I think Purdy's going to try to read those scrolls. Now I have the read magic.
Okay. Just, you're
Try
gonna
that.
cast the read magic and just go for it?
Yeah. Yeah, just sit there while everybody's yapping and
Alright,
read through those.
if you wouldn't mind. Oh, they're already in the party sheet here?
Yeah, they're left over from last
Alright,
time.
let's see. Are any of them cursed? Let's see.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Nope.
Can you detect if they're cursed?
If you use
Well, unprotected if they're cursed.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
if you use identify, you can tell if they're cursed. Most
I'm no
likely.
wizard.
But
How would I know that?
you got to burn identify for that. This shit's expensive.
Yeah.
So you got 3 scrolls: scroll of chaotic commands, monster summoning 3, and zone of truth.
Monster summoning,
3.
my favorite. Get the DM to work.
Yeah. Worst spell.
How's the best? Worms or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the madam if there is a healer in town.
There was, but she went missing.
Does
Who's
Hassock
the
do that?
replacement?
Hassock, he's an artist and bookkeeper, from what I understand. I don't even think he worships Tyr. But in times like these, you can't be too picky. Sometimes you gotta lower your standards on your employees.
So there's no healer in town?
Well,
I'm right here.
there might be some Doom guides at
There's
the
winter.
yeah. There might be some Doom guides at the graveyard.
Alright, can you tell me what a graveyard is? That's probably where I'm gonna head over to.
Well, you'll just need to follow the road north. Can't miss it, really.
Then I shall be off to the graveyard then.
How dangerous is the road to that district?
Lately, hard to say. I don't go outside the docks. You stay down here, pretty safe. You go into the city proper, not so safe.
I'm gonna go with Lethay.
What's wrong, Lethay? A
I
little
want-
nauseous? Need some healing?
I need some fresh
No,
air
I
too.
need to
Can't handle
put
the
these need to see what these tumors might be.
I think they rather
Infestation.
Yeah.
So yeah, off to that area.
All right.
And I follow.
Okay. So for those of you that head north, you go up to the main gate, and you see the guard. There's a couple of them standing there, and they say, "Alright, stop there. What's your business?"
I'm going to find a Doom guide.
Are you now? Papers?
I don't need papers.
You need papers, boy. Girl.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Where
Hard to
can
see
we
in the
get
frame.
where do we get papers from?
Well, the captain, if he was around, that would be your best bet.
Where might the captain be now?
He's probably in the city proper at the moment.
Can you get him for us?
I cannot. If I leave my post, that's my ass.
Can you send someone?
He looks over at the other guard on the other side, who looks back at him, and they shrug. Nope.
You could send us.
Yeah, that's not happening. Nice try, though.
I've got paper, all kinds of paper. What do you want? Scroll, paper, what do you need?
I may not
Books?
I did not go with them. I stayed at the bar.
Okay.
I may not have paper, but I do have gold.
I do you now. That'll be very helpful when you have to pay the administration fees, I'm sure. But for
Come
me,
on,
it's not
just
very
let us-
helpful.
Just let us pass.
Ah, yes. Strangers I've never seen before. Let them pass because, I got a wife and kid to feed. Might as well just throw that the hell out the window on a chance that let someone through, they cause a bunch more trouble.
But our matter could be life or death.
It could be, but as long as you're over here, we'll never know.
Maybe I could bring you to death quicker.
Are you threatening me, boy?
I just need to get through. You're not listening.
No, I'm listening, but you're not listening. You need papers. Without
Where-
papers, I can't let you through.
Where is your captain?
He's somewhere in the city proper. Most likely.
Well, let's go get those papers.
When he comes back, I'm sure you can seek him out. But at least for today, I would appreciate it if you'd all leave me alone. It's raining and I don't feel like dealing with this nonsense.
Well, I guess I'm gonna camp out here then.
He's gonna park a seat in the lawn in the rain.
Yep.
Winter
I'm
was
gonna-
gonna come back. I'm sure she was gonna have some way to like get us out of this area to go to the cemetery.
I'm gonna look down at Lethea and say, "I'm not waiting in this. You'll see me at the pub."
So Fiona,
Yes, dear.
are you free later?
I mean, how later?
I shrug and I smirk. I'm probably a little buzzed at this point, so
She says, I mean, no.
I'll shrug and then
Bighorn just laughs at Mel and Kev.
you know, you gotta shoot your shot, right? And then I'll tap my tankard and give her winks like, "Can I have another?"
Alright, she walks over and picks up the tankard, fills it up, brings it back. The rest of your group, they make it back after some time.
Successful?
Looks like
I
you
see
still-
the tumors.
Got those nasty things on your arm still.
I actually have not returned. I'm legit sitting out in the
Right,
rain.
yeah, you're sitting in the rain.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
This is the way I look, you guys.
Oh, sorry. I've had 5 too many, I think.
The rest, I feel like I might be able to cure some diseases.
Is that barmaid single?
I'm not a barmaid, I'll have you know.
Hey, what's up? I'm 6'4", 240. Go in the back.
There's no back, dear. Go home, you're drunk.
There's always a back, and I haven't touched my drink tonight, so.
Says a lot about you, my dear. Well,
Military guys.
oh, yes, I can smell it on you. Well,
We must stink.
yeah, you guys don't smell very good. She says, well, it's been fun. I mean, but if y'all wouldn't mind, I got some errands I gotta run. I'm gonna need
Before
to
you
close
leave,
down for a little bit.
I have a question.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm not gonna hit on you anymore. I apologize, but I respect your answer. But is there some place I could bathe and wash these clothes? Quite disgusting.
Yes, you all do have a very unpleasant aroma. I would suggest maybe heading down to the bay and washing that shit off. Or just stand in the rain long enough. Unfortunately, we don't have a bathhouse here. You would need to go to the Manor District for that, and probably not going to happen.
Alright, well, I appreciate your stupendous service, and I'll finish off my tankard and then kind of fix my clothes as I stand up and then walk out.
Alright.
I'm gonna head to the bay.
Okay. She tries to usher all of you out.
As we leave, I leave her another 2 gold.
Oh. She smiles, and as you step out, she slaps you good and full on the ass. And then shuts the door.
Oh, she likes the big horn.
Before I leave, I give her a wink and say, "You sure?"
She shuts the door.
I smirk and walk with my party.
Alright.
Still raining pretty hard.
It is just coming down.
Oh, this feels great. Malenketh loves this.
Alright, go ahead.
I was just say, yeah, I'm gonna just walk to the bay and then derobe and wash myself in the clothes, get down to my skivvies.
Alright.
This hard rain reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. I smile.
Do you guys want to do anything else? for the
Wash my
day?
clothes.
Besides washing and the mundane,
Yeah, I
yes,
want to
I
level
do.
up.
what do you want to do, Lethe? Those guys are still just staring
How
off
is it?
stoically.
Is there an opening
Nope.
like if like around them?
Nope.
Hmm.
Solid
walk
ass
around.
gates.
Walk around the stone wall. It looks like.
Oh, I was thinking because I'm gonna walk away a little ways
Okay.
and go into like some bushes and transform into a swan.
Okay. Come waddling out, all swanny.
Yeah, well enough out of their distance of view.
And what?
I'm going out of their distance, you know, their view distance.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk back, and I'm gonna walk back like kind of like off to the side, like where the wall is, and I'm gonna try to fly over the wall.
All right. You succeed. One of them looks up at you, but you're a fucking swan, so it's whatever. You make it to the other side.
And now I'm gonna walk over to the church, or the graveyard church, or whatever it's
Oh, it's
called.
way north. You trying to waddle your ass all the way up there?
Well, I'm gonna get out of their view distance, and I'll transfer back.
Okay. All right. The rain is coming down just as hard here. First thing you notice when you get on the other side is a large gallows.
Interesting.
Yep, and there's a gate. It looks like there's a river here, just here east, that follows along the city. Several buildings to the west of you, up on a small hill, and then the cobblestone pathway just continues north. I think I have. Oh, what the hell happened to my map?
And I will divert away from any guards that might be patrolling the roads.
All right, give me a second. I got a map here. I don't know what the
Wait.
hell happened to it.
You're walking down the streets like a swan.
Not anymore. I transferred back.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
I can
dog
do it
was
once a day.
licking my face.
Once a day, I can transfer him to a swan.
And now he's not gonna be able to get back.
Yeah, so like if I need to get back, I'm gonna have to just stay up there at the church, at the church.
Oh. Be temporary.
You're temporary.
You're temporary.
Your mom's temporary.
Oh shit! I was gonna say it, but
Aren't we all?
Candace is temporary.
Who's Candace?
Candace dick me temporary?
uh,
I don't get it.
I don't get it at all. I even like when you first said it, I was trying to think like what words may sound like that, but there's none.
Is that like a detachable penis? Is that what you mean?
Candace dick be what you want?
all right.
I'm sorry, I'll leave.
Go home. You're drunk. All right. So here, should be visible. Here's the map of the northern portion of Flan. And there's the bridge, which has a large gate as well. And there's the gallows right there.
Nice map, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, nice map, bro.
Thanks, man. Pretty shitty, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going north. Whoops.
Okay.
Going north to Alaska.
This map probably won't open, but we'll see.
So many maps.
So
What
many
district
maps.
is this?
That's just northern Flan.
Okay. Are all the districts blocked off by fucking walls like this?
Yep.
That's cool. Is there like a just like a general map of Flan?
There is,
Would you be
Hell has
opposed to me
Horror Bear
just
been up
Googling
to?
it?
but I can't use it because I have heavily modified Flan.
I don't know. I'm hoping we get Horror Bear one of these days. He comes back.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Horror who?
Horror Bear he's probably one of the best players we've had.
Yeah, if you look at the offline list on Discord, he's right there.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
And JP. I don't think Jamie's
Raver.
ever gonna return.
Ho Raver.
Jamie will never return to us.
Okay, it seems for some reason I don't have the. Why don't I have it? What the hell?
I guess that's good we do a push talk on, because I just did that like stretch shout.
Yeah.
You just kind of like bellow out like all your problems.
Like that.
Something
Yeah,
like
kinda.
that. Yeah, I don't know what I did with the cemetery map, so we're gonna have to hold off on what that looks like for the time being.
You mean I don't know what tombstones look like?
No. But you make it up there, fucking Swan May, and you see a small building just off to the right as you come through the main gate, and the grounds here are very well kept. Unlike the rest of Flan, the small cottage just off to the right is in good condition. There's a very lovely garden that surrounds it, and the trees are well pruned. All of the grave sites are very neat and kept. And yeah, you see the door is open and there's a soft glow coming from inside.
I'm gonna go inside.
All right, you waddle over. Oh wait, no, you're not in. You just walk over, and you see Winter is standing there, and she is looking about the place.
Greetings, Winter.
She kind of jumps a little, startled. What? Oh, it's you, Lethay. How did you get past the guards?
I turned into a swan and jumped over the wall.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, so like, you know, when I need to go back, I'm gonna go with you, and I just need you to put in like an interested in word for me.
Oh, well, I won't be going back tonight.
That's fine. I won't be either.
Indeed.
I was hoping that I could find a demon, what they call a doom guard.
A doom
That would
guide?
be able to-
Yes.
Doom guide, yeah, they'll be able to look at my tumors and see if they can help me.
Well, unfortunately for you, I am the only doom guide here. And you hear footsteps and you say, that's not entirely true. And you see freaking Arnold come walking in. She says, oh yes, Arnold is also here.
Yeah, well, you both looked at me and you still don't know what's wrong with me, so.
Well, there's not much I can do for you, and unfortunately, there's no one else here, which is odd. There should be. Arnold goes and just takes a seat on the edge of one of the beds in the room.
Guess we will wait until tomorrow.
I guess it's gonna have to be that, isn't it? Arnold says, well, I don't understand what you expected to find here. Well, Omari should be here. This is quite unlike her. She would not just abandon this place without leaving someone behind, or leaving some sort of letter. There must be something. So he just leans back and puts his hands behind his head. Omari, well, sounds like she's gone. Now it's just us. Says indeed. Well, Lethay, you're welcome to wash up and stay here. You go outside, we do have a small tub.
Oh, yes, I don't have to use the ocean. Oh, wonderful. I'll go wash up and get to sleep.
Alright. Meanwhile, back in the docks area, you guys just resting up after your saltwater bath?
Yep.
Alright.
Yep, gonna wash up. Fully dried off.
Outstanding.
As others go to the barracks, I go back to the pub.
Okay. Anything you're hoping to accomplish at the pub?
See if she'll let me stay there for the night.
Make a charisma check.
Oh shit! Bighorn's about to get some big. Actually, she's a halfling. Never mind.
Yeah, she's just a halfling. Alright, no problem. The two of you, as soon as
Oh,
you,
what?
Yeah,
Oh,
as soon as you,
shit!
as soon as you get there,
I forget, dude. I forget how this system works sometimes.
yeah, she just almost as if she was half expecting you to show up. She lets you in, and the two of you just hang out and have a good conversation over the rest of the evening and share many a drink while she shares many a story with you about how she used to run this smaller establishment, surprisingly smaller than this, that she used to call the tea kettle with her daughters. And she seems to get lost in thought when she talks about her daughters, but she doesn't elaborate too much on it.
Okay. I'll push her gently, and well, where are your daughters now?
That's gonna require a 10-minute break. All right.
What do you say?
Don't worry about it. You're not there. 10-minute break. We'll see you guys in 10.
Toodaloo.
Toodle-loo. All right.
Not without any papers, we're not.
All right. So you guys wake up in the morning. Let's say when you wake up, Winter is already gone, and it's just you and Arnold sitting in the room. Arnold's at a small table in the corner of the room, eating something that he cooked up. Looks like porridge or an oatmeal or something. You're not entirely sure.
I'll ask him where Winter went.
She headed out already.
Where?
She said she had to meet with somebody, and then she was gonna get the group.
Does she understand that I can't get past the door without her?
I'm sure she does.
I guess I'm gonna go back to town.
All right. He just breathes on his hot oatmeal. All right. The rest of you, as you're starting to get up, move about, you see Winter come walking in. And she's got a couple guards on either side of her. She says, well, up and at 'em, gang. Let me get you all out of here.
Have to arrest us to get our things reset.
Oh, is that what you want? You want reset on stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't have many spells, so.
All right, there you go. Long rested.
Hey, there we go.
I stand up and start stretching, but stay silent.
Okay. All right, you guys go with her, or
Oh yeah.
okay?
Am I at the barracks or am I at the tavern?
Oh, right. So
Did the walk of shame?
so the
We can
two,
do a fade to black after a dice roll. We don't have to do it.
No,
get
we're
all
not.
crazy.
We're not doing that. The
Hoof of shame.
it comes to you come to the realization real fast that while she's very playful and friendly, she's not looking for that from anyone, and especially when you bring up the daughters, she gets real quiet and doesn't want to talk about it. In fact, she at the mention of that, she says she just wants to drink now. And you see her, she must be very good at drinking, because she just starts putting them away. And then after about a couple hours of this going on, she pulls out a bottle of Cormyrean brandy that she's had stashed and offers you some.
I just take some and just drink in silence with her.
Okay. You wake up in your bed, not sure how you got there, as Winter is in the room now. And you have a bit of a headache. All right. Your group gets up, and Winter has a small conversation with a couple guards at the gate, and they kind of look at each other and shrug, and then let this entire giant entourage through. About this time, Lethe, you're coming down the street and you see a mass of people coming through the gate. See, Winter is leading the procession.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll meet up with them.
Right.
I'm glad Winter here got you guys too. I thought I would have to do some mind control on the guards to get me past.
Well, luckily for all of us, that's not necessary. I do have a stop, if you will all indulge me. He kind of looks over his shoulder at the large-ass group. I have a friend I'd like you all to meet, if you're up to it, and she'll be able to help all of these people.
You gonna help me?
If there's a moment to break away and fall back, I'd like to do that.
Okay. I mean, you could do that right as you guys enter the gate.
Oh no, like I want to be in the gates, but I want to not go where this woman is.
Okay. All right. So, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't say anything. I'm
Not
sneaking
you.
out.
She's saying that to the group because nobody has responded about meeting this friend of hers.
I'll
Hey,
go
I'll
with
meet.
it.
I'll meet her.
I'll nod.
Okay. She just literally walks up the street a little, just past the gallows, and she knocks on a door in a sequence. And then the door opens, and a woman opens it, flanked by a white goat that looks blind as all get out and very mangy. The woman stands probably about 4.5 feet tall. She's human, you think, and it looks very young. She has short cropped black hair, and at her side are a pair of daggers. And she says, "Oh, Winter, it's been so long. What in the world is all of this?" She says, "Friends that need help. Are they welcome? There's a friend of Winter is a friend of the welcomers, so come on in." And she just motions for the goat, and then, "Yeah, get out of the way." And the goat like stumbles out of the way.
Hello, goat.
The goat just stares at you with the blankest of stares. It has milky white eyes full of cataracts.
I stare back at it with my yellow eyes.
It bleats right in your face, super loud.
I bleat right back at it.
It doesn't flinch.
Neither do I.
I'm gonna head to the very back of the group and dip into an alley if I can.
Okay. Is anybody not going inside?
I'm not going.
I mean, besides you.
It's a trap.
All right. The room is pretty big. I mean, it's a skosh smaller than the tavern was, but it does have a back room. And the girl walks over and opens the room, and you see a trap door. It looks like it's nothing more than a closet with a trap door. Winter walks over and opens the door. She says, "If you all wouldn't mind following me down here." And everybody, all of the orderlies and such, kind of look at each other, a little hesitant. She says, "It'll be fine, I promise you." And she looks over and she says, "Cabbages, if you wouldn't mind taking care of the other guests, and be hospitable, please." She shrugs. She says, "Of course I will." And Winter starts climbing down a set of, or a ladder, as do many of the orderlies and such. Inside, the room is not very well furnished. There's a single bed, a small stove with a butcher board, and just 2 chairs with a small coffee table. Says, "Well, I would offer you all a place to sit, but we're kind of limited. Name's Cabbages, by the way, and that over there is Mama. Please don't antagonize her. She gets very grumpy, and I don't feel like dealing with it today." Cabbages walks over and sits down on one of the chairs. "So what brings you all here?"
Wait, is this another tavern?
No, you guys are in a small room.
Oh.
Are we with all the survivors?
Dang, did you not listen to shit I said? All of the all of the survivors went down a ladder through a trap door.
Sorry, I was outside in the alley. I didn't hear you.
I couldn't fail. You're still outside in the alley then,
Yeah.
so don't ask questions.
I'll go down.
She didn't invite you guys down. Dang, man.
She's gonna eat them.
So let me just
I was
reiterate.
gonna go.
Winter went down the hatch with the orderlies and other survivors. She asked Cabbages to watch all of you. And Cabbages asked you all what you're doing here.
Well, we accompanied
And
Winter.
scene.
I thought that was obvious. We helped her and helped the survivors escape that terrible asylum. What is this place?
Well, it's the de facto headquarters of the Welcomers at the moment.
What is a welcomer?
She just stares at you with squinty eyes for a moment. She says, is this some sort of game?
I wish it was, but I'm being honest. We were taken advantage of, and I believe our memories erased.
Yes,
In that asylum.
It's been quite an amount of years since we were in that asylum, so we probably lost. I would roughly say about 5 years.
Did our paperwork say that we were in there for like 5 years?
No, I just took a guess.
Oh.
Pulled that right out of his ass.
I don't know if
She
we were in there
says,
for years.
5
35
years.
years
Some amount of
later.
time.
Well, that's unlikely. The majority of you I recognize, and you certainly weren't anywhere for 5 years. Maybe
You
a few
recognize
weeks.
us?
Of course. How is it that none of you recognize myself?
We
Yeah.
lost our memory.
Slough's character took advantage of us, we think. It's Count.
So you remember Count Laos?
No, I don't. We discovered the documents in the asylum and
Well,
rediscovered our names and some of our personalities, I think.
Oh, well, how convenient. Well, I can assure you that the Count did not take advantage of any of you.
Oh
What?
no, we have the documents to prove it.
Oh, do you now? Where are they?
Well, we left them at the castle.
Convenient once again.
No, that's not what it said.
I can-
had the
I can
doctor's
show
note
you.
here.
I'm gonna show you if you would let me. If you would let me.
By all means, show me.
1 second. Let me make sure. Alright, never mind.
Your former associates of his that have
backtrack.
suffered some unprecedented
I-
manner
that's-
of group amnesia.
I misread the spell.
Is that what you say, Perg?
I'm looking at the document and just reading what was written there under
Oh.
second day, the doctor's journal.
Oh, okay. Do you actually pull that out in front of her?
Sure.
Okay. She just looks over at you, Perg. She says, I always thought it was weird that you worked with him. I mean, some of this motley crew that works with him, I can understand, and her eyes fall specifically on the Minotaur. But the lot of you, or at least you, indeed, I never really understood. But it was very obvious that all of you played your part in whatever the hell he needed you for. But I regret to inform you, your employer has left the city quite some time ago, at least a fortnight, and if I had to guess, I don't think he's going to return.
It's alright, we'll find them and get to the bottom of it.
Well, that would be nice, I imagine, but at this point, the damage is done. He's already done a number on embezzling money. Now, the soldiers that usually reside at the fort no longer come here, so we're left with a skeleton crew, which is why there is so much, security. As best they can. They have to lock down the gates just to try to keep some sort of order in the city. And with Lord Horaver gone, everything has just gone right to shite.
Why did he leave?
Hauled away to Melvaunt for some such. Apparently, he needed to book travel back to Cormyr, since that's where he's from. Some sort of family dispute or something. I'm not entirely sure. But the city knew that he wasn't long for this place anyway, being a paladin.
How is it that you know us?
Well, I mean, there are very few people in this city that I don't know. Welcomers make it their business to know everyone. Good to know who your friends are, but even better to know who your enemies are.
Oh, are we your enemies?
I wouldn't say that directly, but you definitely work for somebody that is unfavorable in the eyes of most, especially those that look to see the city prosper. I'll tell you what, I am not so ignorant that I would think that you're in here completely lying. I can see that there's much confusion in all of your eyes. But I am reluctant to extend out too much of a helping hand at this point. There's some things that need to happen in town, and if you were to take care of them, I think that maybe we could find some common ground, and maybe we could even revitalize some of your memories, though I don't know if that's a good thing, to be honest. You notice that she has been staring at Bighorn pretty nervously every once in a while. And then she finally just locks eyes with you, Bighorn, and says, "Where's the other of you, by the way? Seem to recall you had a partner in crime, for lack of a better term."
Don't rat me out, bro.
The other... Wait, what? Another Minotaur?
No, there was a man that traveled with you. It was no secret that you and this man were hired by Laos as muscle.
Well, these are all I know, and I gesture to the group. These are the ones I woke up in a cell with a demon creature performing surgery on a live and conscious man in the most grotesque way you could ever imagine. So, whomever you're speaking of, I'm not sure who you're talking about.
I'm just chilling in my alley, bro.
Yeah. She stares at you for a long moment. You can tell she's trying to gauge whether you're lying or not. Says, "Well, it's no matter. Listen, there are some things that we would like taken care of, and to be honest, the welcomers would definitely be the ones to handle them in most cases. But given the amount of issues there are and the lack of guards, if you think there's any way you could help, we could look at helping you restore your memories and may even be able to provide some help in finding out where Laos went. But until we get things situated in the city, there's nothing we can help you with."
Humans.
But what say you? So quiet.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm reading new spells. Sorry.
All right.
I'm chilling in an alley by myself in the
Yep.
rain. Just
Yeah,
like-
we know where you are.
I just want to make sure we all know where I am.
Yep, I know where you are.
I'm in the alley.
Oh man.
By yourself?
Does anybody know where the hell Block is?
I'm in an alley by myself.
Yes, I don't know. You guys hear him? What do you say?
Yeah, I don't. What?
I'm in an alley by myself.
Must forgot to use push to talk. I don't know.
I'm in an alley all by myself. Sharpening my bastard sword.
Yeah, where is Locke? I
Look
thought
at
he
my new
was supposed to be
spear.
with us.
Do you say that?
No.
Oh.
So
Wow, really?
Calling him on
Really?
it.
That's my birthday present?
Oh, happy birthday, man.
God damn, you You're a brat. That's mean.
He's holding push stock down for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I am, because I want you guys to hear it. No, she got me a fucking pill box.
Nice.
For your drugs.
Well, I got a couple prescriptions, but yeah. Damn
How
it, I am
old?
getting them.
How old are you? You just turned
I'm-
68? What happened?
Pretty much.
Here you go, honey. I got you a pill box for all your pills.
Or the extra large print to tell them what days of the week it is.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll take a picture and post it in a sec.
It's oversized so you can open it easier.
Yep.
Your arthritic fingers.
All right, gang. What's the verdict here? She's just staring at y'all.
So you want us to go out there, do your job for you, so there's no more problems in town.
Well, let's be clear. It's not our job. It should be the city guard's job. But thanks to your employer, Count Laus, there are no guards to do this. And so if somebody doesn't step up and start to help, then this city is just going to spiral into chaos. I've seen it before, and I care not to see it again. You're more than welcome to say no and get the hell out of my house, and then find your own way about town. But I assure you, if you want help with anything, we are your best bet.
And how's this going to benefit us?
And we can figure out more about ourselves or
Can you tell us what
find
all
info about the count.
Yes,
know.
exactly.
I can't
You seem to know
guarantee
more.
that we'll tell you where he is, but I can guarantee you that the welcomers will use what we have at our disposal to help. But
Now, that's
as it's-
enough for me. I will help you. I volunteer. Any information about the location of Laos is pertinent to me in my situation. I must find him.
You seem to know a little bit more about us than we know about us.
Well, that's not something that I can explain, because I am not the cause of whatever mind issues you have at the moment. That would be probably Count Laos, I would assume. All I know is that all of you are from this city and have not so great a reputation. I would be careful where you go. There are those in this city that you have wronged. And she looks over at Bighorn again. And there may be those that wish to pay retribution. Now, we can try to smooth those things over, but I would say that winning the hearts and minds of the city folk would be of your best interest at this point. And I do apologize that I don't have more information for you, but there's just so much going on.
And this is why I don't trust humans.
Well, you elves aren't always the most forthcoming either. I promise you, if I just happened upon Cormanther and wandering through your woods, I would be lucky to even have a conversation. More likely to find an arrow in my eye.
Catch an arrow, right?
I can't grin.
Indeed.
What the hell did I do?
Do you say that?
Not like that, but
Say it!
Say it!
what exactly have I done?
Ah, well,
WTF.
All of us. What have we done?
Well, I just found out that like the entire city hates me or some shit, so I don't know.
They really hate Locke, though. Don't worry about it.
what I'll say is just be careful. You specifically and the other that traveled with you, as I stated, were muscle for Laos, and just a night or so before you disappeared, you beat a man to death in an alley.
Holy moly.
Oh, okay.
I flex. Was I the other muscle?
Fortunately for you, there's very few people that know this, and the guards that went to claim you from the Count are gone, as is the Count. So, aside from myself and probably a few others in the city that may or may not want to see harm placed upon you, that small tidbit is mostly unknown, and I would be cautious as to who you talk to. The rest of you, just minor nonsense that Laos would have you do.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
If I wanted to, like, say, cloak myself, is that something I need to have, or is that...
What do you mean, like, just pull a cloak up over? Do you have a cloak?
Well, like, I'm sitting outside in the rain, so do I have some sort of...
I don't know, do you? Look in your inventory, do you have a cloak? That'll answer your question.
I don't remember finding anything in the island.
I can't pull my armor up over my head?
Nope. It doesn't work that way. Alright, she says...
Alright, never mind.
Yeah. Well, look. I think we're getting a little intense here, and regardless of what you think of me, I do believe people deserve second chances. And if you've all forgotten what has happened, and Lao's had something to do with this, it's possible that he tricked you into doing some of the things that were unsavory. I'll be honest, and when I say I doubt that, but maybe we can make things right. I think the first order of business, if we could figure out what the hell is going on with these kidnappings, maybe we can win over a good majority of the people.
Let's investigate then, yes?
I am not without all information on this, fortunately. There's a lot of people that think the witch has come back, and there's that poor elf that's just getting accused for everything over at the new Temple of Tyr.
Hassock.
Yes. I think it's highly unlikely he has anything to do with anything, but you may talk to him if you can get him to stop hiding under a table. But there's a fisherman that tends to frequent the Laughing Goblin from time to time. You managed to meet up with him. I believe he has some information on something he saw just outside of the shores of Flan, about a half-mile out.
And what was with these dragons and Dracolich and all that attacking, and the demon?
Indeed. Just the history of Flan. I would have to spend quite some time going over it. And she looks over at you there, Purg. It's like, it's surprising that you have forgotten a historian of such events.
Well, seem to not remember too much right now. Just relying on what we found in writings so far. Have to find more.
Was curious as to what Laos could have hired you for. Sure, whatever it wasn't good. Well, you're all welcome to hang out here. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of places to rest. Oh, and there's also a small matter at the inn, just at the pier. One of you may want to go there and clear up a tab that I believe you have all built up.
A tab for what?
I'm not entirely sure. The inn. I just know that the individual running that place has been hard up in finding you all. Quite upset.
Oh, it's all the beer you drank.
No, this is a different place.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys were at the tavern, not the inn.
I'll head back and pay the bill.
Wait, you're not in there.
You're not in there, bro.
Oh, we stayed in the barracks, didn't we?
Yeah, but I realized that the bill was never paid, so I
Not
leave
that bill.
my alley.
I will go back and pay the bill.
You guys are thinking of a different place.
Yeah. I'm with you, Frankie.
Okay. The Laughing Goblin is a tavern. That was paid for by Bighorn in spades. The inn is a different place. An inn and a tavern are not the same thing. When you sleep in, when you drink in.
Yeah, but sometimes they're combined.
I'll head back and pay the bill once we're done here.
I'm gonna chill here because finding out that's going on, I'm not about to poke my head out just yet. I'll have more information.
I'm gonna watch Lethay walk past me to go pay their bill in my alley.
Okay. You see Lethay come out of the building and walk towards as you're getting ready to leave, Lethay, as you open the door, Cabbages clears her throat. She says, excuse me one moment, Lethay.
I'll go with Lethay also.
What?
You're gonna need these. And she pulls a small drawer open under the coffee table that you didn't even notice had a drawer. And she reaches in and grabs out a small stack of papers. Because you're going to need these if you're going to travel back and forth between the city proper and the docks.
Are these forged?
I'm not going to say they're not.
Alright. I'll take them.
They will not get you into the Manor District. Even we can't get anyone in there at the time being. Count
I can get
Laos
in there
took
if you want it.
great effort to make sure no one was going in and out of there.
I can sneak in there if you need someone and then go in there.
Well, we are just trying to deal with the situation here first. Maybe that's something we can attend to later.
So we'll go pay our tab, and where do we all want to meet up again at?
Yeah, here.
I would appreciate it if you didn't come and go here too often. I don't want to sound inhospitable, but at the time being, I would really like it if the whole city didn't know we were involved in this. If we're going to clear your names, it needs to seem as though you are doing it independently.
Well, we'll meet at the town then.
So what do you want us to do first?
That is entirely up to you.
Aren't we waiting on Winter to get back? Or is she not coming back?
Winter's going to have a bit of a trip ahead of her.
Also, we have a friend in our party here that he's got a broken arm. Somebody can help us with that?
Cutter's just been standing against the wall, nursing his elbow. And she says, unfortunately, not so much. With the Inquisitor gone and the Priestess of Tyr, we're kind of lacking on healing in the city.
All right, let's go pay our bill.
All right. So only Bighorn is hanging back?
Winter's not coming back, so I got no reason to hang back.
Okay.
I'm in the alley, just kind of watching the party.
Does anybody know where Locke is?
Just so you know.
I honestly have Bighorns has no clue where Locke is.
I'll follow Thane then.
All right, Locke, you see the entire group come walking out. As you all walk out, most of you can see this big burly man trying to watch you from an alleyway. Looks like he's trying to be
I'm in the shadows!
It looks like he's trying to hang out in some shadows. He's got his, he's doing his best fucking grandma's boy impersonation. Got his fucking collar popped up against. How did they see me? He is clearly visible. He's standing about, 6'5", 300 something pounds. Big burly man. Just not enough shadows to hide all that chest, my man.
I wave at him. Big, exaggerated wave.
Smile.
Hi, Locke.
I run out and give him a big high five.
Well, if we do have a mark on us, we probably shouldn't be moving as a full group.
I'm gonna hang back in the alley.
I think we're good all walking together. What are you afraid of?
I'm gonna stay back about 40 feet from the party.
A knife in the back.
That's my job.
Yeah, but I can take about 2 or 3.
This is fair.
Frank, quick question: what level of cure do you need to heal a broken arm?
Regeneration. No, I'm just kidding.
Regeneration.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
is it serious or I mean?
No, it's regeneration, like a level 7 spell. No, you
Yeah.
need you need cure critical wounds.
Critical ones. Okay.
Yep. Or
Not there yet.
Or he needs 6 to 8 weeks of rest without using the arm. He can, if he gets it splinted or something by someone that's got healing, he can still travel with you. But he needs to not use that arm at all, which means no casting spells.
Remember, it's Leviosa.
We'll have to tell him that.
Wow.
But yeah, I can try to bind him up because
Yep.
I can healing, and then I can try to take a look at Lefay with that as well and figure out if there's anything can be done for her.
Yeah, every time he casts spells, he can still cast spells, but it's going to increase the time that it takes to heal.
He just needs the non-somatic spells.
That's true. Yeah, he can cast spells that just require like voice or material component, but anything that requires finger wiggling, nope.
No gesticulation.
Yeah.
Don't you wiggle those fingers.
Yeah. Hey, he's not a blade singer, so he can't do it one-handed.
Right. I can try to fix up his arm and look at her or whatever.
Yeah, you got healing?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's see that roll.
All right, so do him first, I guess.
All right.
Oh, and I get +2 because of herbalism, so
Okay.
let me throw that on
Good
there.
to see that someone else has healing now. Or he won't get super fucked if somebody goes
I figured since our other one went away.
Yeah. Oh, a 17.
Oh.
Passed by 1. Not your best job, but you were working with some shitty materials. Some old-ass first aid kit. But you do a pretty good job patching him up. And, tell him to stay off of it for 6 to 8 weeks.
That's all right. Now let's take a look at this woman here and these tumors. See if
The
anything
tumors?
can be done. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll. Maybe a penalty on this one, but
Oh,
I have no idea. It doesn't look natural.
No, you're fucked.
On the good side, you don't think it's spreading.
You can
No,
only
it's not
do it. You can only
contagious.
check
Well,
once,
that's
right?
good.
Yeah, you could something like that. You can only check once a level.
Oh, then can I check again?
Yeah, self-diagnose. When's the last time you checked? Were you of this level?
It was my second level.
All right, go ahead. I'll let it go. All right. You don't think there's anything you can do for yourself aside from a remove curse or a remove disease. You're not entirely sure which one, but maybe both.
Cure disease? Might that help?
Cure disease, cure curse, probably.
I have cure disease, so I could try that
You could try it.
if she wants it.
Yeah, try it.
All right, where's
Cure my disease.
well, wait, display. That's okay. There we go. Actions. There we go. All right.
Your disease. All right. As soon as you cast that and lay your hands upon him, you see the pustules and boils begin to ooze, and then they begin to dry up and flake off of her skin.
Aha! I knew it would work.
The tumor infestation is gone.
Yay, and oh my god, I was missing health from that? Damn.
Who else was fatigued? Anybody? Don't forget to check your effects and let me know if there's anything.
Yeah. Looks like the only one that's affected is the broken arm. I think everybody else is clear.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Healed up.
All right. So you guys heading back down to the southern portion of Flan?
You're looking for an elf or a fisherman?
All right, so the Silver
Everybody
Wagon Inn is the inn in question. That's the only inn that resides in southern Flan.
Why don't we have a tab? We didn't stay there.
We could have before.
Oh, well, maybe that's something we don't want to do. There may be people in there who know us, and not in a good way.
But we need pay down the tab to try and win these people back, apparently.
Is there a
That's the
person that
plan.
can sell things to?
There is a market in Southern Flan, but all of the stalls are closed.
Okay.
The rain has made it not very hospitable. It is still raining, by the way. Cats and dogs.
I'm still in my alley.
All right. You hang out in the alley while everyone else heads to Southern Flan.
Well, I follow them, but I stay in alleys.
There's
when they
only
stop.
like... So, did I not share the map with you so you could see what the alley situation looks like? As soon as you step out on the main street, there's no alleys. You have
Well,
to-
I see the map, but I don't see our characters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't put your characters on. The map's just for reference.
I see a bunch of
I
alleys,
only
like
see the
between
pier.
buildings.
Yeah, but when you get to the southern portion there's no alleys. Alright. So are you guys not going to the Silver Wagon Inn then?
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
gotta pay our bill.
Yeah,
Okay.
trying to go
Sure,
back.
why not?
Alright,
What's
the
the worst
guards
that could
the
happen?
guards check your papers as you come through. They just shrug. Everything seems to be in order here. You head out. And you make your way over to the Silver Wagon Inn, which I will share the map again. And this is it. This is Silver Wagon Inn. You step inside. The proprietor immediately jumps to his feet as you step in and says, "By the gods, you bastards come back. Come to pay your tab?"
I'll take it here, folks. Yes. We're quite unsure what kind of tab we rang up or why.
Indeed. I could understand how you might forget that you busted up a bunch of my tables and beat someone near half to death.
Well, we do apologize for that. Hopefully the blood wasn't too hard to clean up.
Well, I didn't do it, but I had to pay for all the furniture to be renewed. And you see
What do
that
we
the
owe
room
you?
just has like a picnic table essentially. He says, "You owe me 39 gold and 6 silver."
Give him 50.
I walk up to him and just stare down at him, serious and cold, and then give him his gold.
Or you can step into the alley and pull me inside, and I'll just kill him on the spot.
Oh my god. You're in the alley. I don't care about that.
You step out and grab me.
I don't care
Alleys
about it.
and-
I
alleys
don't
and
even know
Northlight.
you're in the alley. I don't even know you're in the alley. So I pay the tab
Okay.
and then just walk out.
All right.
And how much was it?
It was 39 gold and 6 silver.
You got like 400 in the party.
Oh yeah, we haven't been able to divide up the 3 platinum pieces yet. Alright, so he smiles and walks back over and weighs out all the money. Well, all seems to be in order here. Thank you. He sits down, drinking a cup of tea.
Fucking push to talk. How much silver?
6.
6.
Check that quest off the list. Tab paid.
That was a question.
Alright.
Just a curiosity, who was it that we had our altercation with previously? We seem to have forgotten some things that went on before.
Don't know his name, just another patron here. Looked at the big one there incorrectly, and then a fight broke out. He ended up going through a window. He points towards a blank wall. Decided not to put the window back. And then the fight went out into the streets, and he was thrown through the door, beaten pretty badly, and then the fight just carried on down the street. Never did see that man again. Wonder what happened to him. Well, none of my concern, I suppose. Damage has been paid for, so all is forgiven in my eyes.
Oh, we must get going.
Let's go find this Fisher guy.
Alright, where are you going?
Laughing Goblin, right?
Laughing Goblin
Something
it
shows
is. Alright, you guys head back down there, and you see good old Madame Fiona. She says, "Oh, by my lucky stars, you all return again. Shall I get you all some drinks?"
We're looking for some fishermen.
Fishermen, well, there's quite a few of them that frequent land. Any in particular?
We were told he saw something strange off the harbor here.
Oh, yes. So you must be talking about old Tolly Ramsatter. Crazy old coot. Swears up and down the witch is back. He's probably responsible for most of the doom spreading, if you will. But yeah, he tends to frequent here early in the mornings before he heads out. I would recommend, just maybe an hour before dawn you get here, you might catch him. Or late at night, tends to come by. Either or. Not the talkative lot, are you?
Well, we will, well, we appreciate it. We'll go find them.
So no drinks then?
No drinks. We are looking for another person. We're trying to find information on these kidnappings.
Oh, well. Wish I could help you there. Right, sad shame that is. At least I'm
Who do I
still
talk
here.
to?
Say what?
Who would I talk to about it?
I mean, I'm sure everyone has their opinions. Take your pick, I suppose.
Whose family, did they lose? Where's the family of the people that kidnapped?
Oh, well that's a good question. I'll be honest, I kind of keep my nose out of such things. I used to be big on rumors, and that's done nothing but get my friends and family in a lot of trouble, so keep my nose here where it belongs.
Oh, so you've seen a lot of shit?
That would be the understatement of the 10-day.
Well, one day I would like to hear your stories.
One day I might share them with you.
We shall be off then. Have a good day.
2 waves. Bye!
Let's go find a guard.
Alright, are you just trying to get random guards to get specifically what information?
Just more information on how we can more information about the kidnapping.
Okay. Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Alright.
With Swan May with shitty charisma? What is this?
I mean, I got.
Oh
yeah,
shit, succeeded by 0. Your charisma is 9?
His ass, okay?
You have the ugliest Swan May ever.
Yeah. Alright, you go up to a guard. Just the first one. And what do you say?
And I'm looking for information on these kidnappings. How
Ah,
about you?
who are you trying to report missing?
I'm trying to find out where they've been, like who took them.
Well, if we knew that, they wouldn't be missing, would they?
Well, I need information on, more information on them.
As do we, citizen, as do we.
Well, don't you? Who is? Where are the families of the people that went missing?
Ah, a whole mess load of them in northern Flan. I don't have their names currently available. And you see another guard come walking over. He's got a piece of cod in his hands, and he just bites a big chunk out of it, smacking his lips. What's going on over here? These fools are trying to solve the kidnappings. Go out. Right shame that. Little girl just came by here about 10 minutes ago talking about her brother went missing.
Oh, where is she?
I don't know. I told her, bugger off! We don't know where your brother is. Probably went and drowned himself in the lake, or the river, or the bay. Who knows? Kids these days.
You're quite the fellow there then.
Starts picking his teeth, pulls out a fishbone.
What did this girl look like?
What's he look like? Or what's the
girl look
Oh.
like?
You know, ratty teenage girl. The usual. Dirty hair, dirty clothes. Annoying as all get out.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the same feeling right now talking to you.
Oh, there she is right there! And he pulls out a little piece of fishbone and points. You see this, sure enough, a small teenage girl walking towards the Temple of Tyr.
I'm gonna yell for her.
What do you yell?
I say, hey, you! I need to talk to you.
Alright. The guards both turn away and start walking back towards the barracks. The girl stops and looks over at you and like motions towards her chest with her finger, looking around.
Yeah, you.
And she walks over. Yes?
Your brother was the one that was kidnapped, correct?
Do you know where he is?
No,
Sholin? His name is Sholin. Do you know where he is?
We're trying
My
to
name
find.
is Holissa, and Sholin is my brother. He's gone. Have you seen him? Tell me you found him.
He'll be found soon.
Really?
But where is?
I live just north of here. I'm in the house off to the left. You know the one? If you just go over there and you knock and you bring Sholin to me, I'll be so happy.
When was the last time you saw this brother of yours?
Last night, I woke up this morning and he was gone.
Where did you see him?
He was in his room, or our room, rather.
And did he disappear in the room?
Yes, I woke up and he wasn't there. He would never leave without telling me.
Can we see this room?
Sure.
We're investigating the kidnapped victims.
He's a victim?
I mean, if you think he was kidnapped, then yes, he's a victim.
Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, come with me. And she begins running down the street. From your alley, Locke, you see a girl running down the street followed by your party.
Looks like we're chasing her. Great.
Yeah. And she runs right up to a building that you've been hiding next to. And opens the door. He says, our room's in here. This is my house.
You own this house by yourself?
Well, kind of. It was abandoned. Like my brother and I, so we saw it fitting to stay here.
Well, let me just look around the room and see if I can find anything.
Alright, sorry for the mess. I wasn't expecting company. She heads in.
I'll slink away and go around the side of the building.
Okay.
Are there windows or anything? I'm just kind of
Yeah, there's
looking
windows.
for tracks outside of the building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and try and track.
Because I'm aware of noises, because I was right next to that building before they got there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and go in behind her.
Okay, you get up and you go up behind her. Alright, so Mal and Kathy are walking around the building looking for tracks.
So who's that? Money?
Tyrion?
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Tyrion, make a tracking check. And Mal and Kath, you can roll a d20.
Observation? Oh, okay.
You can make an observation check. It'll give you a very small bonus because you don't have tracking.
So just roll. What are you going to roll? A d20 or observation?
Well, first make your observation check to see if
Okay.
you succeed in that. Which you do. Now you're going to make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
You fail miserably. Alright. So, Mal and Keth, you see lots of tracks. It looks like some asshole's been hanging out in this alleyway, pacing back.
Just pacing back and forth.
Looks like he's been trying to stay hidden or something. You're not sure what he's been doing. But Tyrion, you likewise find a lot of footprints. Looks like he's probably a size 15 foot, quite large man.
I wasn't pacing, I was sitting.
You also find a pair of butt cheek prints in the mud.
Some cakes.
But other than that, yeah, there's too much to really discern if there was somebody dragged out of the room or out of the building.
It's been a little rainy lately.
Yeah,
You just know that Locke's there and he's gonna handle it.
All right, those of you that go inside of the house, it is in disarray as fuck. It doesn't really look like anybody was trashing the place. It just looks unkempt. And it's just a single room. There's a small stove with dirty ass pans on it, and there are 2 beds in the room. She says, "This is our bedroom, and living room and kitchen." And she puts her foot up against a chamber pot and just scooches it under the bed. He says, "Sorry about that."
Well, let us have a look around here.
I'm gonna pick up that chamber pot and dump it outside on the street.
Oh, so gross. All right, it is.
Someone's gotta do it. Hero lore.
Yeah. All right. So you said you're looking around there, Perg.
Yep.
All right.
Try to look.
Go ahead. D6 in the tower, please. Okay. You find some foodstuffs that are not in good condition. Pretty gross, and no real evidence of anything other than the fact that these kids don't pick up after themselves.
Typical teenagers.
Mm-hmm. And
How you surviving?
Yeah, I'm gonna start searching inside.
okay, also D6 in the tower. He says, "Well, I mean, my brother and I, we do odd jobs at the market, help people out, make a few coin here and there."
I'm gonna shake my head and go back out to the alley.
Okay. All right, you don't find much else, Lethe. Just also a dirty house. He says, "Do you think you're going to be able to find my brother?"
We're gonna try.
They say that the first 48 hours is very crucial.
Yeah. Not looking good.
The first 48, really?
I don't know where I heard that, but
They usually say it's a family member that did it.
well, my family's dead, so I don't think that's the case.
Well, that would leave you.
She just gets really wide-eyed. She's not. I didn't do it. Why? I wouldn't want to find him if I killed him. What kind of logic is that?
Who said killed him?
Who says you?
You have something to confess?
Saying you
like,
killed him?
like a werewolf or something. You don't remember your time as a werewolf, and so when you were a werewolf, you killed them, and then you woke back up, and you weren't a werewolf. So
You all have strange uniforms for guards. Are you?
Or maybe one of your dead relatives came back and took him.
Can they do that?
Yes, they
Yeah.
can.
But why? Why? They loved us. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't come back from the dead and take my brother.
Then they could be with him forever.
She begins
Coming
crying.
for you
She begins
next.
crying hysterically.
And then I just walk out of the room.
Oh my goodness.
Is it horrible?
She just
He
sits
comes
her
over and
ass-
sits down next to me in the alley.
She just sits on the bed that's not even made and sobs.
I guess our work here is done.
Your brother will be found, just like anybody else.
And she looks
We
up
got
at you and sniffles and wipes away the tears with her wrist. Says, "Oh, please find him. He's all I have left."
Yes, we will find him. And do you know who else got kidnapped?
I don't, but I've heard there's been a lot.
I stand up and I enter the atmosphere and I say, "We will try to find them."
We will find them. We will. Yeah, they'll be all right.
And I shake my head and walk back into the shadows.
And just go on with your young life, and we will return to you one way or another.
Throws herself into her bed and buries her face in a pillow, crying.
Oh, have a good day.
Okay. She doesn't look like she's gonna
Buenos dias.
Never forget your hopes up. Alright.
Where's this elf that we're supposed to go? Is he still holed up in that temple?
He is.
Probably.
You think, probably.
I think we've got a couple of muscle guys here to take the doors off.
You gotta ask me nicely.
Alright, so you guys heading over towards the temple then?
I follow behind the group wherever they go, about 10, 20 feet.
Okay. You anxiously look for alleys, but find none.
Ah!
Alright. The group heads back towards the Temple of Tyr. You can see that every once in a while, someone walks by and they spit in the direction of the temple. Say a couple slanderous things as they walk on. Your group finds yourselves at the double doors of this small, quaint temple. What do you do?
Open it.
Well, big bull man, why
right.
don't you knock for us?
Let's say, do you just open it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's say it just walks over and tries to open the doors and they rattle. They're locked.
I'm gonna knock.
You just hear someone yell, "Go away!"
That's not gonna happen. Just open the door.
Bighorn, don't you have a big hammer?
A bighorn went on a smoke break or something.
I would tell him an elf to either open the doors or we're going to break the doors down.
You would violate the sacred temple of Tyr.
You're not a priestess or a priest, so open the doors.
I am not, but this is still a holy building. I believe that's a hanging offense here in Flan. Just go away. I don't feel like having any more rocks thrown at me today. Thank you much.
Well, come out and hang me then.
I don't do that.
We're investigating what the hell is going on. Now open the door so we can talk to you.
If you're not going to hang me, then open the door, or I'll break it down.
Alright, so I'll let one of you make the charisma check. I don't care who.
Not it.
There you go.
Oh, no, I meant out of Locke and freaking
Oh, I have to roll 2?
Tyrion. One of these two, because they're the ones talking.
D20?
It's charisma, main tab on your character sheet. Says, not a chance. You'll have to break it down.
Hey, Malekith, can you unlock this door?
was waiting for somebody to ask. Wait, what door are we in front of?
Why waste our time?
You're in front of a giant set of double doors.
Is this the temple?
Yep.
Temple to
Tyr. Yeah, the god of justice. Yeah.
The temple to the.
Tyr.
Yep.
One that has a missing priestess.
The guy's just not letting us in, right?
That's right.
And there's no windows or anything.
There are windows, stained glass windows, a few of them. Very elaborate. Look expensive.
That's plan B.
Hmm.
Can I roll again if I want to say, come on?
Nope.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and just unlock the door. Sure.
All right, go
We're
ahead and
coming. We're coming in, whether you like it or not, sir.
go ahead and make a. So, do you have thieves' tools?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Really? The
Yep.
fuck did you get thieves' tools?
You said I had them.
Okay, you got them then. Because this would have been impossible otherwise. All right, go ahead and make a open locks check. You can roll it right out in the open. You know if you fail. Hey, look at that. All right, you pull out a little fucking. You realize that it's not locked because of any kind of latch mechanism. That he probably has something on the other side, and you have just the tool for this. You slide this nice sturdy jimmy through this center partition of the door, and can feel the board that he has on the other side restraining it, and you just pop that bitch up, and you hear him, "Hey, the hell is going on?"
We tried asking nicely, I think.
You hear him scrambling.
After you, Bighorn.
Is Bighorn still AFK or push to talk issues?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not breaking into a fucking temple.
It's not
Well, I'm
breaking in.
going.
The door is open.
I will go forward.
Inside.
all right. Locke opens the door. As you do so, you see that on the other side is this elven man, and he's got the board that he was about to place back in his hands. He's right in front of you, and he just drops the board. Look, don't hurt me. I didn't vandalize anything. I didn't kidnap anybody. I just want to be left alone. I don't know where the priestess is. This is all a huge misunderstanding.
Will you shut up? We told you we're trying to help you.
Front kick to the chest.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
I'll laugh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your Thaco. He's not expecting it.
Give me a second before.
This guy's kicking him in the chest. You easily kick him right in the chest. Go ahead and roll a D, or I'll just roll it, actually. 2. Oof. Alright, you kick him square in the chest. And he staggers back.
I
Calm
said,
down.
calm down.
Oh, we say it in unison.
Yeah. You guys both say that shit. And let's see if he falls, first of all. Oh shit. Yeah, he just goes right back into the wall, hits his head super hard, goes straight to the ground, and is unconscious.
I'm gonna rush over to him.
Alright, he looks concussed. You also notice that throughout the room are a ton of easels, upon which hang tapestries that quite frankly have subject matter that are too extreme for your hobbyist gamer.
Nice.
I witnessed the tapestries, pull my sword out, and stab him.
What the fuck?
The tapestries are bad.
Oh, I thought you meant you stabbed the dude.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
I
so
stab-
you pull your sword out, and then you notice that one of the tapestries, it has a picture resembling all of you standing in front of a large manor-like complex surrounded by swirling mist.
At the last minute, I stab him in his arm to try to wake him up.
No, you're not. I will not allow this to happen.
How do you
Aids.
prevent this?
Hey, jumping in front of my.
I'm putting my body in front of her. In front of his.
You all see Lethay standing in front of him, and
But your back is to. But your back is to me.
As Locke goes to swing his sword and swings back, I grab him by the wrist.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll with just that against Locke. You get a +2. You're behind him. Locke, go ahead and make a surprise roll. If you were not expecting your own party members to restrain you at the moment. You're not surprised, though. You're always ready for something. Ooh. And I think that misses. Well, maybe not. Let's see. It's Locke. Oh. Alright. So you step in to grab him, Locke. Instinctively, his soldier training kicks in and he steps to the side. But that has created room between him and the unconscious elf. As Lethay is standing in between you as well as now, so is the Minotaur and Scene. What do you guys do?
Who is in front of my blade?
At the moment, it would be Bighorn.
Locke, stop! What is wrong with you?
You've done enough harm to this man. How about you wait outside while we finish up in here, and I try to get this man back to his feet.
We're not in the asylum anymore.
And plus, there's a reason these people hate us. We do not want to continue the action to make them continue to hate us.
I pause. I bring my sword down, and I leave the area.
Cutter says, "Oh, that was intense."
I could do normal medic work on this folk, but it would be good if someone has better healing to get him up.
You see his eyes are starting to flutter.
I cast Cure Light Wounds on the elf.
Okay. His eyes are open. He rubs the back and says, "Oh, what in the hell's happened? I was in front of the door and everything went dark. Who the hell are you?"
Just a mistake that we have remedied, but get you to your feet. Get up on your feet and tell us what these tapestries are. Where are they from? Who made them?
Yeah, he stands up, rubbing his head, looking at all of you. He says, "Tapestry? What? Oh, yeah. Are you here to commission work?"
Why did you make this specific one? And I'll point to the one that you spoke of. Yeah,
he looks very groggy. The Cure Light Wounds does not immediately remedy concussion. So he's looking at that and looking at you and looks very bewildered, as if he was just roused from a deep sleep. He says, "What?" And then he starts to look at all of you, and you see his eyes go incredibly wide. And he says, "By the gods, it's you."
Yes. Why do you look at us like that? Do you know us? Are we supposed to know you?
I mean, no, but you're what I've been searching for.
Oh.
And he looks over at the painting. He says, "I've been trying to figure these faces out for weeks. It's been driving me absolutely crazy."
Yeah, that's the mansion in front of that's on Surzo Island or whatever it's called. We just came from there. We actually escaped. The mist is gone, and we escaped the island.
This is all real? I must be dreaming now. I can't.
It's real. I mean, our friend just kicked you in the chest, and we got you back up with some healing magic, but it very much is real. I mean, we could do it again if you'd like.
No. That's what I. He puts his chest like, "Oh man, it does hurt. Why did he kick me?"
No.
We're not sure what's going on with him.
You were hysterical.
Oh,
You were hysterical.
you notice that he's got quite a few lumps on his head, not just from the most recent slam into the wall. He says,
I
well,
told you, you fool elf, we're here to help.
oh.
So tell us what these are about.
And he sits down on a stool in front of one of the easels. And says, well, been having this inspiration lately through dreams. And he kind of motions towards the paintings. And he says, but these are not things I normally paint. They're, well, I mean, look at them. And as you look around the room, you see that all of the paintings are very macabre in nature. A lot of them are quite disquieting, and they look not unlike some of the paintings that you saw in the asylum from Zandalas, actually. Just strange, swirling body horror and weird spires.
Is anybody like watching me directly?
I don't know, is anybody watching him?
Can I run back in and attack him again?
Yeah, I'm watching Locke because there's something up with
I mean,
him.
there's people all around him, and yeah, I mean, if you want to try that.
I want to try to attack him again.
All right.
I'm going to trip Locke.
So Locke comes trying to run back into the room. Let's roll initiative.
I clothesline him.
Okay. Fucking light. Let's roll initiative as Locke comes running in, and the elf screams like a little girl. Knocking over the painting of your likeness. Goddamn murder hobos.
Not me.
Get some appropriate battle music here.
Brah, brah, brah.
Alright, so, did you roll, Locke? You did? Alright. Admane is not going to do shit. So, Perg, you're up first. What are you doing?
Oh, just standing there, watching the discussion and looking at the paintings, and this guy come rushing by.
Okay. Tyrion.
I'm trying to trip.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll, which is your attack against him. $13. I think that hits. Fuck. Yes, it hits. Alright, so you stick your foot out. Locke, I need you to make a dexterity check. Oh man. Alright, Locke. You come charging into the room and are greeted by a foot inside the doorway. And you catch it full on. And you go careening into the wall on the far side of the room. And I need you to... Oh, you failed. Yeah, make a saving throw versus paralyzation. We'll see if you go prone. You slam into the wall on the other side. Knocked off balance. And you fail. You hit the wall full on with your forehead, and it blasts you onto the ground. Lethay, Locke is down.
I'm done.
What are you doing, Locke? Or Lethay?
I am going to project some telepathic projection on him, and try to change his mood towards the guy just one step above. Good.
Okay, so you'll try to make him suspicious but not hostile.
The mutual, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, he can't be neutral, he's hostile, so he's got to be suspicious first. So go ahead and Locke, you're laying there. Suddenly the will to attack this man goes away, but you still don't trust him. But you will be unable to attack him. unless he attacks you or something. It's catastrophic that changes your mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here.
All right, so the elf he hides behind one of the easels. Like, what? I thought you weren't gonna attack me. Now you're attacking me. Just for fuck's sake, I'll leave the city. Bighorn.
Where's Locke?
He's on the ground, just staring up at the ceiling.
I sit on him.
Okay.
And I turn to the elf and say, "No, there's no reason for you to leave this city. We're trying to figure things out just like you are. I'm sorry for our friend right now."
All right, Locke, you got a 400-pound plus bull sitting on your chest.
What did I roll for?
Nothing unless you want to fight against this.
No, I'm just kind of dazed, and there's a 400-pound bull on my chest.
All right.
I just want to get out from underneath him.
All right, you kind of squirm a little. Do you let him up, Bighorn?
Nope, but
All right.
give him enough so that he can breathe.
Okay, yeah, he's just putting enough weight on you to keep you in place. Malinkath?
I'm gonna squat and kind of like put my head in front of Locks and say, "I like you. I don't know why you're doing this, but I like it." And then I'll just laugh.
All right.
And I wink at him.
All right. So, barring anyone else going after my boy here, since Locke, unless he attacks Locke, Locke cannot attack him. Thus, the combat ends. All right. So now you got a frightened man behind an easel. There's the faint smell of ammonia in the air. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get out of here and stab him!
All right, which one of you cursed Locke?
No one cursed Locke.
You're acting crazy. Maybe we should have left you on the island.
I'm not sure who's in control right now, but yeah, sometimes I want to kill and sometimes I want to watch.
Well, if you harm this man, it may be you that has the lights out.
You trust this stranger? We've been together longer than we've known him.
He's the only one who can put the pieces together, so if he goes...
So you think. Someone told you that. What do you believe? We've been together, we fought.
At this moment, I don't remember those memories.
You don't remember 2 days ago fighting?
Did we kill that raggedy man?
Yeah.
You all don't remember the Ragged Man.
Yes, but at the time, all I remember is waking up and being there with you folks.
You don't remember me protecting you. And now you judge me for protecting you again?
Yes, because again, he's the only one that can put the pieces together, and he's
So-
our only lead at this moment.
So you think.
Well, until I think otherwise, he's under my protection.
You better watch out.
Telling ya, Locke's cursed.
We'll get it fixed at a later time. But for now, I can keep his mood down.
I just stare off into the distance like in a trance.
Okay.
It's mine.
He kind of peeks out from behind one of the easels.
You're safe for now, but just continue with your story.
Right. So, look. I don't know what it is, but this painting, and he bends down and picks it up. I call this Flan's destiny, and something tells me that this city depends on these figures. I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, I've never seen any of you before, but here you are, standing in front of me. And here, and you see that the faces are all blank. This might sound crazy, but what would you say to letting me finish? I would certainly pay all of you. I'll pay you 10 gold each if you're willing to just sit and let me finish the faces.
I got nothing
Yes.
better to do.
Hey, I could always use gold in my pocket. And Locke's not going anywhere. I'll take his portion.
You won't take nothing of mine. I'm here.
You got a bull on your chest.
I'm still here.
We'll give you his money. I mean, give you.
I
give
I
him his
shared my
money.
gold with you from the last place.
He says,
We'll give him a share.
well, good. Like, I'm sorry that I don't have more information. Hopefully this painting will unravel itself if I finish it. Each time I finish a piece of it,
Ragman, no!
more dreams come. And I think by finishing it, maybe I can find out exactly what it's trying to tell me. And obviously I would share that with you.
Paint away, then.
Well,
Look, you think I'm all crazy, but the Ragman is in the painting.
he says,
We thought we killed him.
because I would love to, but unfortunately, and he points over towards the wall where Locke crashed into, all of my paint and supplies have been destroyed. I'm going to need to get more, and that's going to take me some time.
Is it money that's the problem?
No, the money's not the problem. It's I can't leave. I go out there and they throw stones at me.
I can go
What
get him
if
for
I
you.
gave you a way to leave town?
How so?
I have magic at my fingertips.
Oh, I don't know if I'm okay with that. I've heard tales of people being teleported into walls and such. That doesn't sound like a good time.
This is a simple magic. I've studied and I've practiced it. I know it works. But I could give you the ability to be not seen, and you could make your way out of town quite easily, I think.
Wouldn't that make it hard for me to purchase things?
Well, you don't. Do you want to stay here or do you want to leave? I'm misunderstanding.
I
This
can
town doesn't
escort him
like
out of
you.
town.
I don't want to leave. I want to stay, but I want people to stop throwing rocks at me.
I will escort them out of town.
Them? You're gonna escort the entire town out of town? So you'll be fine.
This person, just get me off get this bull off me. I will go do anything.
I
Yeah,
understand.
no.
Well, perhaps if you were to paint something nice for the townsfolk, we could show it off.
I will take him to town. Get
Yeah,
off
you
me,
will.
bull. Bighorn, get off me.
No, you're still being mean.
I want to leave. Get off me, Bighorn.
Nope. You
I
tried
will
to
not
attack-
hurt
you-
them.
You tried to attack an innocent person for
No, I didn't. That was someone else.
No, that was you.
All right.
You-
Does it hand anything to Locke, or Locke pick up anything that we've seen?
Should
No.
Locke pick.
Maybe maybe something crawled up his ass in that alley.
You guys don't even know. I've been asleep this whole time. I will take him to town.
You see a man stagger in with a mason jar, and he says, who's it? Who's looking for me? I heard you were over here. And he burps. You bowman. Madam Friona said you were looking for me. And he just starts staggering over to you.
The fuck?
Are you the one that saw something out in the harbor?
I saw it. I saw the lights. I saw... And he just fucking falls flat on his face. The mason jar in his hand smashes against the ground. Liquid pouring out all over the place. Right underneath Locke's ass, getting his butt cheeks good and wet.
Go check on him.
And we'll stop there for tonight.
Boo.
See you guys next week. Good session.
Nice. Thanks for running. Good
Hey,
game,
man.
everybody.
Frankie,
Good game.
you are a bastard.
Good game. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for
Right,
watching.
I'll see you guys on
Good game.
Sunday, right?
Enjoy yourself.
Nope.
No, no games.